no, I didn't want to do that. Take that off. Take that off.
Push the X
X. Where's the X?
at
Oh,
the top.
okay. Stop sharing. Leave.
Oh, all right, so we back. It's the Herfador. I'm gonna get my guest in here today. But before we introduce him, before he introduces himself, I want to do something a little special. I want to do an unboxing for cigarclub.com. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up live real quick while my guest comes on in here. So with cigarclub.com, this month, let's see what we got. All right, we got an Harlequin by Fratello. We got an El Año 1896 Oscuro by La Palina. And we also have a San Latano the Bull by AJ Fernandez. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and fire up this Harlequin. Never had one of these before. So while we wait on my guests, talk a little bit about this cigar. I know y'all waiting for the guests. Y'all really don't care to hear me talk about cigars, but it's the Herfador, so I'm gonna do it. So, this is the Harlequin, whatever, by Fratello. It's got two L's, probably Fratello. The wrapper is Mexican, from San Andreas. The binder is Ecuadorian, and the filler is Nicaraguan. So, I'm gonna try and get my guest in one more time, and then there we go. What's going on, man?
Hey, so is my following? They gonna see that I'm live with you? They gonna be able to tap in?
Yeah. It should pop up on your page. They'll be able to see it.
All right.
What's going on, man? Welcome to the Herfador.
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I was trying to hear about your cigar, but it cut in and out.
Oh, okay. Well, it's the Harlequin by Fratello.
Okay.
So I get these boxes every month from cigarclub.com.
All right.
And they send I get the three cigars that I get every month. They ask questions and everything when you sign up, so they'll send you cigars that are curated for your palate. So I like it.
Like what's your palate? Like what type of cigars? What's the taste that you prefer?
I like the full body cigars myself more. I want give me everything. The darker, the full. I like a lot of earth and leather flavors in my cigars.
Okay.
That's what I go for normally.
Okay.
What about you?
I have no preference. Like when I had them, okay. So I done smoked the Cuban before. I'm forgetting. I can't really even tell you, give you specifics on the like any of the details about the cigars. I know that I was supposed to, you don't inhale.
You do not inhale.
you do not inhale.
No, sir, you do not inhale.
Nah, you do not inhale. You just take a little taste, But every time when I went to like cigar bars and stuff like that, I always had like a little drink or something like that. Sometimes they give me a headache, sometimes not. It's cool. The cigar for me is cool for the aesthetic. I would love to talk more with a real connoisseur like you. For me, it's just boss.
Well, that's what we here for. That's one of the things we here for. We can touch on while we're here. We got some rain out there. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Your name, your company name, IG name, and where you're located.
All right. I'm Dre. I'm Andre. Everybody calls me Dre, so I'm Dre Davis. IG 6'9" Shorty. I'm the 6'9" Shorty. I'm located right now in Dallas, Texas, in an undisclosed location. And my company's name is called Transplant. That's the name of my company. So that's what we're here to talk about today.
Okay.
Transplant
So what
cigars.
Transplant and cigars.
Is this a cigar? It's a cigar and sip, right?
Yeah, man. You sip if you want. What you got?
Get my sippy cup out.
Get your sippy cup out. I got mine right here. I'm about to pull me up a little Glenlivet 14.
Man, Glenlivet, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, I like it. So what does your company offer?
It's a product-based company. Right now, it's a t-shirt brand, lifestyle brand built around travel. So the products. So right now, I have t-shirts. I did hoodies. I did I did hats. And now, like, my feature item is bags, and I want to get into bags because having a travel bag is a big part of the lifestyle that I'm representing.
It's definitely a big part. You got to be able to put all your stuff somewhere.
Exactly. Everywhere you go, you need a bag.
Right.
So that's what that's as far as the products that I'm selling at the moment. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. How long have you been in business?
1 year, a little over a year. I probably officially in March 2020.
Mm-hmm. Okay, officially in March 2020. So, you say the name of the company is Transplant.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Define that.
All right. Transplant is a word in the dictionary. It's basically like a person who moves from one city to the next. You know, so you're a transplant. So I took that word and then I created these definition T-shirts. I changed transplant. A transplant is a person who changes habitats and carrier culture. And I made these shirts that said it on it, basically representing the fact that I went to high school with your brother. You know, I grew up in New Orleans. You know, I went to grade school and stuff in New Orleans. Since Katrina and everything, I moved around. I went to Tennessee and went to college and went to different places, stuff like that. So this lifestyle of being a transplant is really like my lifestyle. Like, I've moved around to like these different places, right? So I took this idea, like I really took my life and everything like that. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna use this to find and connect with other people who may have a similar story. So that's what Transplant is really it's about. It's reaching out to the people who have these transplant stories and everything. You know, the mantra for the brand is uproot, resoil, hustle, produce, and bloom. Because like no matter where you go, you need a hustle.
Right. And you gotta produce. You can't just be there and not do it.
Like, okay, so the brand, so it's like literally it's transplant. So I came up with the idea from the word transplant, but then I realized like everything in the brand is built around like plant terminology. So because I looked at it literally as like transplant, but a transplant, like being a transplant is a growth process. You know, the logo for the brand is a heart with roots. As you can see, check me out. It's a heart with roots, meaning like that's symbolizing that no matter where you go, like you're from New Orleans, no matter where you go, that's part of your identity. That's something that you carry with you. All of our hearts have roots, right? So I call this is the heart plant. And then each word, you know, you have uproot, which, you know, you take a plant from the ground, pick it up, you literally take it out the ground, you uproot it. Well, the person, you know, the heart plant, the person gets uprooted, you know what I'm saying? They resoil, they find a new place that they're gonna be. They hustle, and the hustle part is, well, I call it the hustle, the definition for hustle is the greenhouse. Because the greenhouse is a place where you go to grow. That's where you go. That is like literally the place where where the growth process happens. You know what I'm saying? The greenhouse is your hustle. Whatever your hustle is, that's the greenhouse. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna grow through that. So it's like hustle. We saw hustle, produce. You gotta produce, and then bloom. So like each one of the shirts had a definition for each word. Like that's how it really started. It was like uproot, has its own definition. I'm gonna bring the definition shirts back too. So uproot had a definition. Soil had a definition. The soil are the people that you're around. You can have good soil and bad soil. The greenhouse, like I just explained what the greenhouse is. It's like the actual structure. It's what your hustle is. It's what's around it, the structure. You know what I'm saying? The produce is what you get from it. I call it produce is the greenery. You know what I'm saying? For some people that's money. For some people is something else. It's whatever you get from your hustle that's helping for you to do that. And bloom, which is the final stage. I had a shirt blooming. A lot of girls that like the shirt blooming. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you in your final stage. It's like the big pretty flower. It's like when you puffing your chest out and you can, you know what I'm saying? You're saying, I did this. You bloom.
I like that. It's so many. It has so many different meanings. You know, you define everything in it. So it's something for everybody, and it works for just about everybody. That's great.
It's definitely a universal It's a universal concept, and that's why I really wanted to do. When I came up with the idea, I saw. I had no idea. I did not sit down and like plan this out or anything like this. This is like one of them just like in the middle of the night type things that just happened, right? This came from seeing people start these online brands. Everybody, you know, they start online t-shirt brands and stuff like that. But I had a girlfriend at the time. She bought these sweaters from a brand, from someone, and we got the sweaters, and I was like, I'm feeling it and stuff like that. I'm like, it looked cool on the picture, but the quality, it wasn't what I thought it was. But she was like, hey, we gotta take pictures and we gotta post it and everything like that. And at the time, I've always had like social media, but I wasn't big into the culture of what was going on with social media. So I was like, she's like, post the pic. I'm like, for what? You know what I'm saying? She's like, and I figured out that's what people were doing. They were buying, selling the clothes, posting the clothes, everybody tagging the clothes. And I found this out in at the end of 2018, going into no, it was at the end of 2019. That's when I found this out. I was like, oh, this is how people are growing their brand. I was like, well, if they can do that, I can do that too. And that's like, well, what am I going to, but if I do it, it has to be something that's true to me. And that's like, well, what's true to me right now? It's like, well, I just moved to Dallas. And it's like, oh, I have a vocabulary. It's like, I'm a transplant. And then that's when I was like, I just started, it came together as like transplant. I was like, well, I had to have content. Like, what am I going to put on the shirts? And they're like, what am I was like, the transplant definition came out of nowhere. I was like, then that's when the mantra, uproot, resoil, hustle, produce. Oh, it's a plant. Oh, okay.
Right.
That's how it came together.
That's nice right there. So, what is it that led you to entrepreneurship? You know, what is it that made you say, you know what, this is the way I gotta go?
Well, life in general, man. I just started learning more. I don't think that when I was young, I was like more so focused on basketball and school, thinking that I was gonna get everything I wanted out of school, but I didn't really I never really wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. All I want to do is play ball. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I've ever really had a passion for is to play ball, and then I was like, well, from playing ball, like I'll teach or something like that. Play ball and travel. When it came down to it, when the real life and everything started kicking in, it's like, you know, the situation or whatever I'm set into is like, this is not what I envision life is like and everything. So it's like, man, how can I make some, you know, how can I make some more money? And then I start learning about business and how business can help. And I start seeing so many people who have been delving into business. I was like, I should start my own business. Right. I should start and I shouldn't think of starting a business as like something that's way down the road. I think that's always just like, oh, you establish yourself, then you start a business. It's like, nah, it don't have to be. That's not like how it has to be, but that's the way that we've been trained in our mind to think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, really, a lot of people put it like this. There are people who go to college, they go that traditional route. They have people who at 18, you know what I'm saying, their family may, you know, either give them some money or they get an LLC or whatever like that, and they start building their business from there. It's by the time they're 34, really in their mid-20s, they got something going. By the time they're 34, they're like well established. you know, because they had a different mind, you know what I'm saying, a different mindset than some folks who may have thought that you're supposed to do it this way, you know, and you know, America's made for it's made for business people, honestly.
Yeah,
that's in my opinion.
It definitely is. You know, that's something that's becoming a running theme in all of these podcasts that I do is what are you waiting for, basically? You know, start now. You keep looking towards and saying, well, I'm going to start my business when I feel like I'm established, or I'm going to start my business when I feel like when I get a better house, or when I get a better car, or when I get this, or when I get that. You'll never start it because you'll never be ready. You know, if you're waiting to be ready, you'll never start it. And that's been like a running theme in all of my podcasts that I'm starting to see. It's like everybody is saying, why wait? You know, and that's the thing. Why wait? Do it now. Just go ahead and get started. You know, like you said, don't wait. Just go ahead and do it.
I started this, like I said, I made my first t-shirt in a friend's garage. When I finally did, I probably paid to make 12 t-shirts. And then I've gotten to the point where like now I'm not ordering no less than like 50 t-shirts and added items. This is like after a year. So it's like, it's not like a big thing or nothing like that. I'm not trying to make it like it's a big thing, but it's growing and I like doing it. And it's bringing me money that I didn't have. It's helping me build my credit in ways that I didn't know. I'm learning so much more about like business. I can give people so many tips, like real business tips. Like I can tell you where to go and get like $5,000 worth of credit. I can tell you how to do different things because I'm learning so much from just selling t-shirts. But it's business, you know what I'm saying? I'm learning a lot about business from selling t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning about the SBA. I'm learning about, you know what I'm saying, Navy Federal, who to go to get, you know what I'm saying, certain, you know, who I need to be building my credit through, business credit, DUNS number. These are things that were foreign to me 2 years ago, but they're very important to gonna be very important to building the rest of my life, and how I utilize money. Right,
definitely. And you know, it's great that you said, even though, like you said, it's not big right now, but that doesn't matter. It's something you enjoy doing, and it's bringing you money. You're learning things, and that means it's going to grow because it's a passion of yours. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people, you know, they look for the money right away, especially in this society right now where everybody wants everything right now. You know, nobody wants to build it. You got to start small. You got to work your way up. And it's great that, you know, you're putting that passion in it, you know, because all that's going to do is help more people.
Yeah, and that's really what I want to do. Like, truly, I mean, that's why I started a business. I see a lot of people, they started nonprofit organizations and everything like that. I never wanted to misrepresent what I want to do. I'm out for personal gain. Yes, I want to make money. But at the same time, throughout my own business, I can structure that in the way I want to. I can help who I want to help. And I don't have to lie or like have to misrepresent what I'm trying to do. Yes, I'm trying to get money, but at the same time, I'm aligning myself at the same time with nonprofit organizations, with, you know what I'm saying, with people who are helping the homeless. I feel like part of my mission is to help homeless people because a lot of homeless people are transplants. People don't realize that. We blame homelessness on the individual many times, but we don't realize a lot of times these are people who they moved away from their homes in search of a better life, and they just didn't have the resources to fall back on that some other people may have. It's like maybe they didn't have maybe they lost a job, maybe like this. And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not telling you to go out here and give every homeless person all your dime. I'm just telling you to be conscious of their situation and, like, you know what I'm saying, it's ways to help. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, transplant. I want to. One of my goals also is I want to. Well, we'll talk about more, you know what I'm saying, on the travel side. I know you're asking some more questions, so I'm not going to go too far ahead.
Well, hey, we do what you do. This is about you today.
No,
you want to talk about it, talk about it.
It's a dual thing. So what, you just sit back with the cigar, it's a dual thing.
Hey, man, if you want to keep talking, go ahead.
Do your thing.
All right.
I want you to do your thing. You know, you the host.
All right, we'll get there. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You supposed to keep me in line.
Hey man, look, I've done this a few times, not many. And
Yeah.
when they get to be just regular conversation, I just go with it. You know what I mean? I just go with it. But we'll go back to the outline just because. So what were some of your biggest obstacles in getting started, and how did you overcome them?
COVID. My business, or I had this idea, like I said, this idea came to me in December of 2019. So it came to me in December 2019. So I was like, man, I'm gonna go take all these pictures. I'm gonna get these clothes. I'm gonna start making this stuff. So this was like in January, February. I'm like, I'm gonna make this stuff. So I went to like a little, like the first shirt that I made at a friend's garage. So it was like just a little plank, you know, she made it in the garage. Then I went to this little design studio, and I was making the shirts with like vinyl, like little vinyl stuff. So it was like teaching me how to make like basic arts and crafts stuff, like teach me how to make t-shirts. So I didn't know how to make it. I didn't know how to make what I wanted. He was like, man, you can come here, you can make all your shirts, everything like that. Then COVID happened, and like everything was all of a sudden closed, right? So everything was closed, and like I had these ideas for like how I'm gonna go and take pictures and do all this different stuff. And, you know, do all this. Like I'm gonna start this thing on my I'm gonna go do this stuff. But now like people like are kind of unavailable. The resources that I thought I had, you know, they shut down and stuff like that. So that's when like it's like just the ingenuity and using the Instagram. It's like I went and got my camera. I got a camera. I got a couple girls that I knew. And, you know, it's like, hey, y'all want to do this and stuff like that? Y'all want to help me out doing this? And we start going, taking the pictures with the clothes. You know, hold on, it went blank for a second.
Yeah, you there?
All right,
but
he's like, my business kind of slowed down, so I'll print your shirts. I normally wouldn't do these smaller orders, but I'll print these shirts up for you and stuff like that. So he started printing up the shirts and stuff like that. And I went to the people. I went to the streets, bro. This business started out the bed of my truck. Actually, some of the people who will come in here and like they'll see. I wish more people, because most of the followers like that. These are people who I just met randomly on the street. I went downtown. I was on Bourbon at one point. I was in downtown Memphis. I was out here in Deep Ellum in Texas, just sitting in the bed of my truck, sitting there, hey, asking people. You know what I'm saying? Telling people about the brand, telling people about the shirts, telling people, you know what I'm saying, pushing it on the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sales may be slow, but then I'll get a friend. They'll buy 4 or 5 shirts. They'll buy, you know, somebody, and it's like, so you had to think, like, the hustle was intense, because a lot of people think, man, I'm just gonna put my stuff on the internet and people are just gonna buy it. No, that's not how it's gonna work. You gotta sit there putting that stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? One day somebody, hey, they'll grab, this person may grab one, they may grab 2 things. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how this was like all last summer. That was like how I got any momentum with this thing, and I got the confidence. You know, gave myself, you know what I'm saying? Really gave myself, because I went from, I know I'm gonna do it and push myself out there, and I just, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I started like a real thing, like a real machine of like trying to, you know, make money selling my t-shirts, man.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta hustle.
He said that he sure did. Deep down, she was like, I see you, baby. And these are like some of my supporters. They started, you know, businesses in the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Where do you draw your inspiration from?
I guess other brands. I don't know. Like I see like a bunch of serial entrepreneurs. It's like I don't necessarily want to be like them. I guess just seeing like other brands and like knowing the success that this can have. I don't really see like, I can't like point to one individual person that I would say, because there's a lot of like serial entrepreneurs out there. You know, it's like, and I respect all of them. So it's just the knowledge of, my inspiration is the knowledge of what it can be.
That's great. The knowledge of what it can be. looking to the
with the
future.
if I put the work in, and like
Right.
it's all around. Just like how you doing this podcast right now. You may have one person you look at, or you can look at like you may look at Drink Champs. You may look at or you may just look at the atmosphere as a whole, and you just see you like saying like it's all this is out here. It's possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Accessibility.
Exactly.
Accessibility, you know what I'm saying? That open, you know, when you see something that's accessible and you had a mindset to do it, it's like, then why not me? You know what I'm saying? Why not
Right.
me?
Right. Why not me? And if they can do it, I can do it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to talk. I'll talk. I can talk. So
Yeah, man.
what if any sacrifices did you have to make when starting the business?
I guess it's personal time. I mean, I could have been like I had people walk up to me because like, man, you know, a lot of people going to clubs and stuff like that. They were like, man, they going to the club and doing this stuff. But, you know, so I guess like my time was wrapped up in the business, but I was having a good time doing it. So
That's what matters.
you know, that was like a thing. Like, you know, you're trying to figure it out, and it's still like trying to figure out little stuff like that. So it's a big time commitment, but you make, you know what I'm saying? And the money don't always equate to the time, but you make it. But the thing is, like, what I can always say about it, whenever I'm out pushing Transplant, trying to sell Transplant, I make money doing it. So I sell stuff. So I bank on that. It's like, I've always sold stuff, and it's like, you know what I'm saying, always made a couple $100s or more, like, you know what I'm saying, when I'm out doing it. So it's like, hey, I wouldn't have had this couple $100s of this, you know what I'm saying, it's $300-400 if I wasn't doing this. So
Right.
like, just look at it like that. And like, it's a slow grind sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's a slow grind, but, you know, just, you know, keeping at it and like figuring out how to like protect your time. That's really like all it is with a business. Figuring out how to protect your time, how to get on a schedule, and, you know, maintain everything else while still pursuing your dream.
That's important, protecting your time, because
Yeah.
you don't protect your time, and you wind up doing things that have nothing to do with your business. Then you wonder why your business ain't growing, why you ain't pulling in no money, why nobody cares about it, really. Because if you don't care about it, then nobody else is gonna care about it. So you got to push it. You know, you got to put that work in. You got to put that work in. So, what are your two most important ideas?
My two most important ideals. Ideals. Or
Yeah, principles. The two most important principles.
and I like to call myself a man of principles.
I know that's a good question, ain't it?
It is, man. I guess going back to time is money.
That's a good one.
Time is money, you know, and you know, I guess we would say like you are the brand. You know, I'm the brand. Like, I have to carry that, and that's like that's really something I had to like learn, because I didn't even want to put myself on the front of this stuff. That's what I want Transplant to be about, the idea and the movement. You know, like be more about the people and like the movement and like trying to create that. I didn't really want to put my face on it, but it's like when you're the person who creating it and you care so much about it, you really want to know, you got to put your face on it, you know?
Right. So since you brought it up, let's talk a little bit more about the movement.
Okay.
So what is the overall movement of Transplant? What is the overall mission of Transplant?
Well, I mean, I want Transplant to, I guess it's a lifestyle brand to show people about entrepreneurship and bring people together. I want to sell the merchandise. I want people to wear the merchandise and look good in it. So being a full-on clothing brand, yes, but also giving people access and make them feel accessible to a certain lifestyle. Transplant is also about traveling. So, you know, I've done a lot of traveling. I use my travels to help promote the brand. That's like something that I've done. I've been to several countries overseas. Last year I went to Peru, and I went to Costa Rica earlier this year. So I've been to India, I've been to Thailand, I've been to a couple of Southeast Asian countries. and stuff like that. So I use that stuff to help promote the brand, and I want to, you know, continue to show that lifestyle, continue to show people that that's accessible. Like I was gonna say earlier, like one of my my vision is really to like even have a scholarship program or like some type of not a scholarship or a program for kids, like young kids, maybe kids from low income or something like that, where the brand, each item I sell, we put money aside to send one of these kids overseas for a summer or do something like that, so they can experience this lifestyle at 16, 17 years old. They can see what it's like to leave outside the country. You know what I'm saying? So that's like what I feel like is like the overall mission of the brand. It's like I want to build my brand. It's like a travel and lifestyle brand, like some of these bigger brands in the same fashion of North Face, Patagonia, something, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about a world vision, not just like a global, a world vision, and talking about like the needs of, you know what I'm saying, the needs of the people while also pushing, you know, the clothing.
Right. Man, when you were talking, I just had an idea. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna tell you off after this, just in case. But I'll say it. I think it would be great for you to do like a social media called Transplant, you know, so that people in different areas can not only, you know, they can build that community so they don't feel alone when they're a transplant.
Yeah.
Like travel like communities, things like that. Yeah, kind of like an app where you know people can make a travel group or something. You know, whatever it is. I'm gonna just throw that out there for you.
No, that's a dope idea. It's like the thing about ideas is like I'm gonna write that idea down. Like you gave me the idea, but like the ideas, I have so many ideas, but I also know it's like so much time you can put into one at a time. So it's when you start putting time in ideas, you know, it's like time. It's like there's like money. There's like
time is money, so you got to be careful where you put it.
Well, no, it's like all these things are great. It's like as I know, as the brand grows, I'm gonna have time and I'm gonna be able to put into like a lot of different things. You know?
Right.
I have time to put into like a lot of different things and like stuff like that. That's like, man, that's a big idea. You said it came off like boom, like you should do this. That's a big idea.
It is. I think it'll definitely push the brand. I think it'll help your mission even more. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like with you wanting to send kids different places and all of this, you can, you know, have, instead of doing like, I mean, it can be included with your nonprofit or you know, with your scholarship or whatever. It can be kind of put there where people can donate to it. So not just, people can also help, you know, other people can help. Not just what you sell, but other people can also say, you know what, I like what he's doing. I like this idea. I'm going to put some money in there. I'm going to help people out so these kids can experience this lifestyle. You know, they can travel. They can see something outside of their circle. You know what I mean? Because it helps so much to see something else. You know, if you're just stuck in your own neighborhood, and that's all you know. But when you see it broadens. The world becomes huge when you travel. You know, if you don't travel, the world is just your neighborhood.
Nah, definitely. You know, and knowing that, you know what I'm saying, like being a New Orleanians, like growing up in New Orleans, you know, New Orleans, we got a big ego. We got a big ego about the city. What people don't understand from outside the city. The city is the city. The city is the city. There ain't no other city. And you know this.
That's it.
The city is the city.
It's the city.
You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the city, you know what we talk about. We talk about the city. So it's people, you know what I'm saying? You from New Orleans, it's like sometimes the rest of the world don't even matter to a lot of people there.
Right,
you know
right.
So, you know, I get, you know, you get that, like seeing the rest of the world is really,
right.
It really opens up a lot for you.
Yeah, man. So what has been the best part of your journey so far?
Meet new people, the knowledge that I'm learning about business, the confidence, having something like that I'm pushing, that that I'm giving something to people and that people like really interested in. When they hear about it, they like it and stuff. So.
That's what's up. That's good right there, yeah. So do you have any, well, before I ask this question, if anybody has any questions, put them in the comments or
Questions
hit
in
the
the
little
comments, people.
question mark down there and put the questions down there and hit the little question mark so that we can make sure that we get the questions. And if you put them in the comments, we might not see it. Teo, working on the cigar group I'm working on. So, all right. Do you have any advice for anyone who is starting or thinking about starting a business?
Yeah, do it. Just go ahead and do it. Man, your idea is good enough. It's people like all kind of things, so it's like it's somebody you can build an interest group around, which you like, it's your baby. I feel like, a lot of people can't be perfect, but a brand can be perfect. So it's like something that you can start, it can look like one thing, but it can always evolve and change. You can make it into whatever you want to make it into, you know what I'm saying? It's like your own personal project. So, well, whatever it is you like to do, go ahead and, if it's a product-based business, make it the way you want to, and just do it. If you only can get 10 or whatever you want, get the 10. Yeah, get the 10 and try to sell the 10.
Sell the 10 and then re-up and do it again.
The next time you'll get the 20. Next time you'll get the 20.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, man. I didn't ask you earlier. What you sipping on over there?
It was some orange juice and rum. It was the Kraken.
Oh, I got some of that.
Huh?
I got some of that Kraken.
Yeah, I like the Kraken. It's like, ever since I taste the Kraken, I'm not into like the liquor brands and stuff like that, because I drink Bacardi rum. But I was like, oh, it ain't gonna be all that. But it's like smooth. It's good. Like the Kraken is good. Yeah. I like the Kraken.
Yeah, I throw some ice in that and drink that straight.
Yeah.
I don't really do mixed drinks too much, I like my scotch. I like my bourbons. So that's normally what I stick to.
I was playing poker, man. This old white dude, poker player. He put me on. He was like, man, you should try this, the Glenlivets. And I gave it. That stuff is strong. That stuff is strong.
Yeah, that's scotch.
Man.
They say that scotch is a man's drink.
Yeah, that's scotch, man.
Yeah, man. That Glenlivet 14. I got an 18 back there. It's some pretty good stuff. I like it. I normally go for bourbon. I like bourbon a little bit more, but I like that Glenlivet scotch too. I also like Dukes. They have a lot of good scotches as well. So, man, what's next for Transplant?
Well, we're gonna be in the Deep Ellum Market on Saturday. So I did like a few events before. Now I'm gonna be in the Deep Ellum Market. It's my first time having like a permanent space. So we're doing the Deep Ellum Market all the way through December, every Saturday. Okay. We're gonna try to do the Boho Market. It's another market out here in Dallas. They have that like once a month. So it's just making new merch. I got some new merch and stuff to making new stuff, coming out with new ideas, and just being a presence. So it's like a year in, so it's like being a constant presence out amongst the people where they can have a place where they can reach me at. They can see like, okay, like he's still doing it, he's here and stuff, he's present, So like that's a big the farmers markets. I think that's a big thing. Like having more like a permanent place.
Right. That's really big to have a permanent place where people can, okay, well, this is where I can come and get it, as opposed to ordering and waiting. But you do it, order it. That's what I want. Where can people find your merchandise?
www.weartransplant.com is the website. So you can find the merchandise that I have. Everything that's on the site, I have on hand. And yeah, that's where you can find the merchandise. We're e-commerce brand, so I ship out everything. I do all the shipping and everything, so we handle that. And if you can't get it online, then you can see me in person. You know, so we'll be out here. We're in Dallas, Texas. So we're in deep. If there's something that you do want, and I may not have had it on hand, or it may not be online, you can always shoot me a DM, and then we can talk about it from there. Like how, that's pretty much it. Oh, and the shop. Hit the shop on the Instagram page, IG Wear Transplant. We got stuff in the shop.
So, browsing through your website, I saw this, the Black Zeitgeist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even talk. So
What's that?
Black Zeitgeist. So I started this during COVID, and then I was kind of moved. I took my own photography. I was moved by some of the stuff everything that was happening in the world during 2020, the summer of 2020. George Floyd, social injustice, the whole conversation around all that stuff. So I took photography at different protests, and just like I was inspired. I've always been inspired. One of my favorite novels, my favorite one, my favorite book, the autobiography of Malcolm X. So it's like this is like a part of my life is talking about social justice. So I wanted to offer that to people also. So I made shirts with my own photography and everything like that. I was selling that to people alongside with Transplant. So and I made a Juneteenth shirt with Transplant. I want my brand, I want people to know, associate my brand as being Black owned, associate my brand as being conscious. It's not political or anything like that. We're not saying all the time, but it's being conscious. So that's where the Black Zeitgeist, and that's what came up. And people, they like that stuff too. So I sell the Transplant stuff and the Black Zeitgeist stuff right alongside each other.
So you actually take and put your photography on the shirts.
Yeah, I take my photography and I put them on shirts and hoodies.
That's fine. That's good.
I printed up the I got them what do you call it? Heat transfers. So it's like I got heat transfers and I press them up.
That's cool right there. So
yeah, I got some more,
what's
man.
next?
I'll show you, man. What size hoodie you wear?
Oh shit! Right now, a 2X.
A 2X. I got some 2X. I got some.
Well, probably. Well, yeah, 2X right now.
Yeah, and I can show you off air, and we'll talk about that. But I got some of those, and I got some other stuff that I'm making, man. And just keep up keep up with me. You'll see. Definitely.
Okay, well, what's next for Black Zeitgeist?
Really, the stuff with the Black Zeitgeist stuff, it's all on like feel. I do have some shirts. I made some crop tops, so I'm making some crop tops that the ladies may like. I'm gonna post those. I'll take some pictures with that, and I'll have the Black Zeitgeist stuff with me at when I'm at Deep Ellum Market. So I have that stuff with me too, and I want to do more of the photography and do more socially conscious clothing too. So that's something I like doing. I like doing that as well. I want to make so many different. I want to build. I kind of like look at it as like Black Zeitgeist is something that I'm more creative with. It's definitely more like socially conscious, and it's more of like I'm sticking to like this message. But I feel like Transplant is gonna be something that's more universal, and that I'm gonna build out. I really feel like Transplant could be something that could be real corporate. I feel like it could be like, just like a corporate brand. Like when I'm looking at Transplant, I really want to model it after like these top tier brands like North Face, Patagonia. You know, I want to model I want it to fit, to be their competitor. That's what I want. I want to take a piece of that market. That's what I want to do with Trans. That's why I see the vision for Transplant. That's where it stands.
You're gonna get there. You're definitely gonna get there.
That's what
putting all the
Transplant
passion
is
into it. You're definitely gonna get there.
What's good? That's your people.
Yeah, that's my good friend right there. He was on the show a while ago. So let's go back to these cigars and you
can see the skyline
headaches.
in the back too. Check that out, man. You want your viewers to see the Dallas skyline back there, man.
Oh, that's nice right there. The little sun going down, the little.
Yeah, sun going down. You can see it popping up. It's looking.
What is
nice.
that? Dusk or dawn? Is dusk or dawn? Which one is that night? Dusk or dawn?
Dusk. I thought no, it's dawn. Wait, hold on. I don't know.
Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me if it's dusk or dawn. I don't know.
Dusk is at night. Dawn
okay.
is when it's coming up. The sun is coming up.
Oh, because I ain't never said one or the other. I've always said from dusk till dawn, so I don't know which one is which.
I think dusk. Yeah, this is dusk.
Okay, that's dusk.
This is dusk.
That's a nice dusk landscape back there behind you. It's nice
dusky.
backdrop.
Dusky.
Real dusky back there. That's
Real
nice.
dusky.
That's nice right there. So what you need to do, you need to you want to start off with a Connecticut, which is going to be a lighter wrapper. Hold on. Of course I got one. Let me show you. So this is a Camacho Connecticut. It's going to be lighter. Oh, there, we got good focus. So that one, stop drinking. It ain't got nothing to do with the drink. I just don't know. Stop drinking. So you want to start with a Connecticut. You know, that way you can really these won't give you a headache. Then you move into the medium. Then you move into the full body. So that way you build up kind of your tolerance.
The full body, that's when you.
Yeah. This right here is a full body, or medium to full. So
yeah,
that's what I go for. So I like all the flavors. So that's what I normally go for, the darker ones. Who said stop drinking?
You good? I'm empty. I'm gonna eat.
You need to refill. Can't be from the city and sitting there with an empty cup.
Cup is empty. I need somebody to come through and refill my cup.
That's what you need. I don't think it worked like that unless you got somebody to clap too. Teo, them Emperor's cuts are real good too. Those are medium to full as well. Those are really good. That's actually probably one of my favorite cigars right now. It's an Emperor's cut cigar. It's black owned. It's really good cigar. Really good cigar. So tell everybody once again your name, your company name, your IG name, and where they can find you.
I'm Andre Davis. Everybody calls me Dre. My IG is 69shorty. 69. Typing it in there. 69shorty. My company's name is Transplant. At Where Transplant. And that's where you can find me. You can find me at Where Transplant or at 69shorty.
So 69shorty, is that your height?
Yeah, I'm 6'9". So it's like, it's like 6'9" shorty. It's not nothing freaky. Not 6'9".
I had to make sure because you remember back in the 90s, everybody, all the girls' emails was something nasty. Had to make sure it wasn't no 1990, early 2000s type of thing going on right there.
Yeah, I'm 6'9" short, not Tekashi 6'9". No, I'm just 6'9". I'm 6'9". We go 6'9", 6'9" short.
So how many times, if you can count, have you heard, how's the air up there?
I probably can't count how's the air up there because that's all I have all the time and stuff like that. I'm just used to it, you know. It's just
I'm 6'3" and I get it. So
yeah, it just comes.
I get that all the time.
I guess it comes with the territory, like they say. It's just part of life or whatever. It's like, hey, you know, good and bad thing. You know, you get attention for it. Sometimes I'm wanting attention, but
right. Yeah, I mean it happens when you got this gift of height.
Yeah, it's my life. It's my life. It's my life.
Yeah, man. Well, I really appreciate you accepting my invitation.
I appreciate you. You put it out there, man. Invite me. I done had a great time. We didn't chat it up for like a full hour, man. Yeah,
man. That's the point. That's the whole plan. You know, candid conversation, promote your business, give the people something good to listen to. So, again, for everybody watching, this is the Herfador. You can follow me at Ray True Life. Check out the website, theherfadorlounge.com. You can find all of my past conversations there, or also check it out on the YouTube at the Herfador on YouTube. You can check out all conversations there. Also, I do cigar reviews, different unboxings and things like that on there, how-tos and whatnot. Again, Dre, thank you. Wear Transplant. Thank you.
Transplant. The name of the business is Transplant at 6'9" Shorty. Check me out. I appreciate y'all time. We're gonna be doing more things here in 2021 and onward.
Yes, sir. So thank you all for watching. This video will be up on YouTube shortly. You'll be able to catch it, and I'll send you the link so you can send that out if you want, post it again, stuff like that. So once again, I thank you. Thank all y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night.